Good, happy Tuesday afternoon, September 14, 2021. I'm Riley King. Welcome to this Tuesday afternoon edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this afternoon, so let's get started right now. First up, lawsuit filed against former youth center names individuals and state agencies. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Michael Gilpatrick, now 38 years old, filed suit against the state, YDC, and several of its former employees on Monday.
I don't want kids to feel like they're being silenced. I want to give people the strength to come out that when stuff like this does happen, that they know that there's always someone to go and talk to.
His civil suit follows the arrest of former youth detention center employees earlier this year, who were charged with physically or sexually assaulting teenagers or acting as accomplices in assaults of more than a dozen teens in the 90s and early 2000s. Gilpatrick was also part of a class action suit which was dismissed by a judge back in May, who said a class action would be too unwieldy considering the nature of the allegations.
It was our intention from the outset at some point in time to make these all individual suits, and we do think that it's probably the better method to litigate these cases, so we're happy to be taking that next step today.
There are 7 counts in this latest suit, including negligent hiring, training, and supervision, claiming other employees knew about the abuse and concealed the information.
We kind of just accepted it. I mean, obviously we knew it was wrong to an extent, but there wasn't anybody to talk to. And that was the biggest thing. The people that were in charge of the cottages were the ones that were doing this stuff.
I think if there had been rules and regulations and policies, procedures in place, it could have prevented some of this abuse.
There are also criminal charges pending against some of the alleged abusers. Some have been charged in connection with Gilpatrick's abuse as well. In Manchester, Jason King, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go.
We're taking home shopping
On that video and that report. New Hampshire. Sorry about that. New Hampshire Fish and Game officials report several ATV crashes over the weekend. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
The New Hampshire Fish and Game says a woman and a man died when a utility terrain vehicle crashed on private property in Candia Sunday night. 50-year-old Renee Schenkel from Candia and 62-year-old Alan Juza from Goffstown were passengers. The operator, 48-year-old James Schenkel from Candia, was taken to the hospital for observation. While the cause of the crash has not been released, it's one of several reported this weekend, 4 in the North Country alone. Fish and Game says since the pandemic, there's been a spike in sales and riders, and they'd like to see higher standards for safety training in New Hampshire.
Unfortunately, this is the only motorized vehicle that you can operate without having some sort of safety training. You can't drive a car without driver's ed. You can't have a motorcycle without a proficiency course or a motorcycle class, and you can't operate a boat without a safe boater card.
Right now in New Hampshire, only operators 12 to 16 years old need an off-road recreational vehicle safety certificate. After that, if you have a driver's license, you can drive one.
We do need to look beyond that 16 years of age, have a mandatory OHRV safety course for, people that are out there operating.
New Hampshire Fish and Game says the department also needs more officers on the job and on the trails.
Right now we have 4 unfunded positions that, we can fill. It's just we haven't been given permission to open those up for hiring.
Jean Mackin, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Bone fragments discovered near Loon Mountain. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Right now, New Hampshire State Police are investigating the discovery of human bone fragments in the area of Loon Mountain. Police say they were found during a construction project. Diagnostic tests will determine their historical nature, age, and sex. Investigators say there is no reason to believe there is any public threat.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Fisher Cats canceled Tuesday game for extra testing after cluster of COVID-19 cases. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Setting up Ring Alarm is so much easier than I thought. The app walks you through everything, and I did it all myself. With Ring Alarm, the protection that I want was
taking it day by day, controlling it the best that we can, really, just control what you control.
The Fisher Cats will return to the field Wednesday night for the first time in 11 days after at least 3 people within the organization tested positive for COVID-19.
Being off for a week, or not us, but the team being off for a week, it'll be great to get back at it.
But the team is cutting its final homestand short, canceling Tuesday's game, the 9th in a row, to allow extra time for precautionary testing and contact tracing.
It's always a bummer. Absolutely. COVID is a bummer, period. I don't think there's anybody that would disagree that it's had its challenges throughout, this year. It's just how you come out on the back end.
The Manchester Department of Health tells us they've been in touch with the Fisher Cats and everyone infected. They say they're happy with how the team handled the situation and have no concerns about them resuming play on Wednesday.
They have done everything that we needed them to do as an organization, and have been fully cooperative.
Having no season at all last year, to being able to actually welcome fans out to the ballpark and see those memories being built and created during this year has been fantastic.
And for fans who had tickets to any of those home games that were canceled, the team says they can bring them here to the box office and swap them out for tickets to any of the remaining 5 home games the rest of this year. Reporting live in Manchester tonight, Scott Cook, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And that does it for this afternoon edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your afternoon, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for another newscast. Thank you for watching, and have a great rest of your day. Bye.